All right, you know you've had something in your stash for a while if you remember buying it from Tuesday morning. Hi everyone, this is Debbie from Project 39 Mini Album, and I'm going to show you this cute little mini album that I made using papers. They're miscellaneous papers, but most of them came from, it was Kaiser Craft Oh Happy Day collection, and I bought it from Tuesday morning, you know, when you would get the packs of 25. I also used some paper from this collection, Birthday Bash collection from Bella Boulevard. I just needed a couple more papers, so I added that, and I think it blends in fairly good. Now, this album, I've been working on these small minis lately. This is 4 inches by 4 1/4. What happened was I made, I was smashing my graduation paper stash last month, maybe, and I made a mini album, and somebody said, can you make a tutorial? So I made a tutorial, but I didn't happen to have the album, and I thought it was 3 1/2 by 4 1/2, but it wasn't. So then they said, oh, could you make that original one? So anyhow, this is the exact same tutorial. And as a matter of fact, I just finished the tutorial using this paper. It was a Bitty Penny paper, but I had made this as the prototype because there's a lot that goes into making these tutorials. And since I didn't have the albums because they had sold so quickly, the graduation ones, I had to make another prototype so then I could get the measurements, and then I did the measurements, and then I made this one on video, and then since I had this one, I wanted to decorate it, and I said, hey, I've got some birthday paper. So anyhow, so there's that story. So again, it's the Kaiser Craft Oh Happy Day collection. There was a page that had some birthday sentiments, so that was perfect for this. I thought, you know what, this will be cute. You guys, if you want to buy it, whoever buys it can add little photos of a birthday party for a small person or a coworker or just a special birthday that you want to remember. It had all this sort of geometrics on it, and I originally had grabbed this ribbon from my stash. I'm sure you guys are familiar with it. I'm sure you've seen it. And I was going to put it on the side, but it didn't look good. And then I thought, you know what? There's nothing wrong with putting that ribbon right here on the cement, and it just gave it just a little bit of pop. Obviously, you can see I used some gold foiling just to make everything sparkle and shine because, it's a birthday collection. I didn't do anything special. I really wanted to add some pockets and tuck spots and whatever, but I wanted to keep it the original tutorial because it just is easier for people to see the tutorial. So I just took some paper and put it here on the cover. This page has a small flap, and I added just a little element here. I added it onto some gold metallic paper. And then this opens up, and in the tutorial there is a little pocket, and so I just added these cute little tags that came with the collection, or just a little sentiment into that pocket. So you could put a picture here and a picture or journaling there. This is a top-loading hidden pocket, and I just used whatever paper I could find and put it inside. I had this ribbon that was white with gold confetti on it. I thought it was perfect for this. So this is that other paper, the Bella Boulevard paper. I think it goes okay. It's not perfect, but it goes okay. You blend it in with, this was from the original collection, and I think that, the pink just ties it in. It says, do all the things you love. How fun. And then here is the hidden, whoops, I didn't mean to grab that, the hidden photo mat. This came out of this pocket, so I'm going to put this there. It was still a little bit wet, so I didn't want to glue it. This was from the Bella Boulevard too. Now it does look a little brighter here, but that's okay. So that says celebrate good times. I took some of that ribbon with the triangles on it, and just use that on this little tag. Oh, yay. And then may all your dreams come true. And then here is that hidden photo mat for there. And these are 2 3/4 by 4, so you could still put a photo on here or journaling. They're still big enough to do that. Here's the pocket. I just put a sentiment that says, "Cheers, wishing you a birthday filled with sunshine and love." You could add a photo to the back of that or put photos in the pocket. I did make a little tuck spot just to tie in this color, birthday vibes, and just a little present. And here is our hidden photo mat. And then this opens and we've got that paper with all of the different banners and speech bubbles. And that will open up. And there is yet more little tags that I used here. This is gold baker's twine, gold and white. This is just some of that confetti paper. And here is some of that arrow paper. I call it arrow. I guess it could be triangle. But anyhow, those fit into that pocket. This has a magnet to close it. There's the back of the book. And there we go. Wouldn't that be fun to give to someone for their birthday? Like I said, you know, you get together in your office and, I don't know, just put notes in there from all the people. Everybody can choose a page or take a tag and write on the back of the tag. Add the photos, add some pictures from picnics that you guys have done. I don't know, to me there's a lot of ideas. But anyhow, it was a cute little album. It was fun to make. It went really fast because there's not really much to it. You know, here's a flap, and I use scraps for this. A flap, here's just a small little flap. Here's a pocket, here's a pocket, and then here's a pocket with a flap. Easy schmeezy, nothing difficult, and it doesn't take much paper. If I use 4 sheets, probably 4 sheets total of cardstock, it might have even been 3, but it didn't take much. I used chipboard that was in my chipboard scrap pile. I used ribbon. This ribbon I have had, no joke, 10 years. It just was time to get it out and start using it. So anyhow, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, or this walkthrough. There is a tutorial. I'll link it in the description box. Thanks so much for watching and have a fabulous day.